Those are fine B-level fighters. You know, guys, I still can't get over the fact that they allow, supposedly professional boxing writers to write articles saying stuff like, calling guys like Wladimir Klitschko, Parker, Takam, White, B-level fighters. So, if a guy who had a 9-year title run as a heavyweight is a B-level heavyweight, then I guess that means that Joe Louis was a B-level heavyweight? Because Joe Louis won the heavyweight championship of the world in the year 1937, and he defended it until he retired in the year 1948. That's 10 years, 11 years, yeah. So I guess he was a B-level heavyweight, right? Muhammad Ali won the heavyweight championship of the world 3 times. But according to Scott Gilford, he's a B-level heavyweight, right? Larry Holmes won the heavyweight championship of the world in 1978, and he defended it until 1985 when he lost it to Michael Spinks. 7 years, bro. But I guess that's a B-level heavyweight. Evander Holyfield was the heavyweight champion of the world, I believe, 4 times? Yeah. I don't even think 3 times. Yeah, it was 4 times. I believe when he beat John Ruiz, that was the 4th time he won the heavyweight crown, if I'm not mistaken. Or the 3rd time. But I guess to Scott Gilford, that's a B-level heavyweight. It honestly disgusts me that you could have biased writers who just write these extremely blatant biased articles saying that, Deontay Wilder, this guy has the nerve to say that Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz are basically legit heavyweights. Like, Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz are basically legit heavyweights. They are the creme of the creme. The best of the best. And guys like Wladimir Klitschko, Parker, White are just below them. He says this in order to basically discredit Joshua, right? In order to discredit him and say, oh yeah, Klitschko, forget about the fact that he was a long-reigning champion. He a bum. Parker, forget about the fact that he was an undefeated fighter. He's a bum. Forget about that White is clearly championship level. He a bum. He says these things, and oh yeah, but let's look at Ortiz and Deontay Wilder. They're the truth. There's this is why people. This is another reason why non-biased boxing fans, when they read articles like this, and they read people saying stuff like Wladimir Klitschko is a B-level heavyweight, this is what turns them away. And when they see them defending Wilder and calling guys like Wladimir a B-level heavyweight, this is what turns them away. This is why they start disliking Wilder. I don't do it. Because I understand that this guy's just a big fanboy, and he's a Deontay Wilder nut hugger, and he's gonna do this, and because he's been doing this for years. But there's some fans that they'll take it out on Wilder. I don't take it out on Wilder, but I see that there's some boxing fans, they take it out on Wilder because they're like, oh, look at how he has nut huggers, acting like Wilder's this, Wilder's that, basically degrading all these other heavyweights just to try to make Wilder look good. But I could see why people get turned off by that. This guy literally reminds me of some boxing channels that I be seeing on here. They talk just like this guy. It's unbelievable. So really, if Wladimir Klitschko is a B-level heavyweight, then he's basically saying that Ortiz is a legit heavyweight, and he's basically saying that, I guess, Johan Duhaupas is a legit heavyweight. I guess Eric Molina is a legit heavyweight. He contradicts himself because he calls Eric Molina a B-level heavyweight, but Wilder defended his belt against Eric Molina. So why didn't you make an article saying why is he fighting this B-level bum in Eric Molina, Scott Guilford? Of course he didn't, because he's a Deontay Wilder ass licker. It's just unbelievable. I guess this guy, for him, all-time greats are guys like Danny Williams, Ollie Harrison, Chaz Witherspoon, Chris Arreola. I guess for him, these are he considered these type of heavyweights all-time greats. Absolutely biased, absolutely pathetic.